All right, we are coming to the end of this show. Okay.
How many questions are there, Bala?
35. I will pick it up really fast.
Okay.
35, but I'm sure you guys are going to be. It's easy, I would say. Okay, I quickly run through it. So I will quickly run through it. So regarding anybody else who have more questions, we'll take that last. So the first question is regarding PWA doubt to Bala. If we have built a few pages already in other languages, can we port it to PWA adaptability? Any provisions in PWA or in Oracle family? And that's question by Ankaragar. I believe what you mean by other languages is it Java? Is that the language you're talking about? Is Ankaragar? Okay. Okay, now for that you need to bring it on to Oracle APEX. Once you bring it on Oracle APEX, then PWA is pretty easy. That's what I would say. I hope that answers your question. Alright, I'll move on to the next one. Questions to academic Anuradha Sharma. Other than colleges and organization associates, can individual register and access all Oracle study material at no cost? Chaitanya, please note that I didn't use the word free. That's by Anuradha. Anuradha is here? Okay. Anuradha, there's a question for you. You need to develop. Okay, the question is that is it only for the colleges and associates you will give it for free, or will you also give it for an individual person?
No, it is only for the colleges. That too only approved by AICTE, UGC. Okay. And there's a reason to it. See, Oracle is a business organization, right? But we want to give back to the society. And for that, the best way is that to give it to the educational institutions, right? So once you become a developer, you're already employed, you get some income, you have started generating, so you can pay for that. That is the thought process is behind that. But a student who is at an institution, and particularly in target audiences, tier 2, tier 3 colleges and underprivileged colleges. So these students don't have those resources. So that's the reason we provide these institutions free, and so that these students can have these skills. So it is not for individuals as of now. It is not for there, but hopefully someday.
Yeah.
Okay, that's from Anuradha for academy side, but I would like to answer that from an individual perspective. Okay, so developer, and thanks for someone not mentioning it is free. It is not free. It is additional cost. Okay, what is free? Really free from Oracle for Apex developers, for someone who want to learn is number one, apex.oracle.com. It is a free evaluation only instance. Again, no restriction on the number of apps, number of developers, number of users. Okay, but don't put your production apps in that, because we have a sniffing software and it will be blown off anytime, right? So the moment we see there is production app going on, we will take it out. Okay, so that's the only caveat. Other than that, apex.oracle.com is free. Number two is the free the free tier of Apex on OCI, which is for free autonomous database. Apex is available free in there. Apex is also available as a free Apex service, right? So 3 different versions you can use. Always, again, the free database edition, right? On top of which you can run Apex, okay? And Apex, if you download from OTN, is free again, okay? And when it comes to the study materials or free learning stuff, Apex Cloud Developer Professional, Apex Professional course is free learning path, which includes 23 hours of free training from the product team. There are around 22 live labs, end to end, soup to nuts, that cover you how to start from the scratch and deploy your applications onto the cloud environment. Those are all free. It will be free forever. Number 2, Apex AI course, that is also completely free. Now, the third part, main part is the certification is free until 15th of May. So these are the free things. And the live labs, go to apex.oracle.com/HOLs. All the live labs are free. Apart from this, there is something called as AI Solutions Hub, where we just started putting some content. that is again free forever.
Thank you, Chaitanya. I think there are a lot of frees here, so it's what we have to kind of put our efforts and then get it used. Thank you, Chaitanya and Anuradha. Moving on to the next question regarding features in workflow. Can we integrate and extend action with mobile app? That's the first question. Second one is whenever respect to SPOC approves, can notifications can be sent to mobile and email. Third question is can we attach files on these workflow stages? That's again question from Manavada.
Okay, first question, to answer your first question, can we integrate and extend action with mobile app? Oh, if you're talking about the action section that you get for sending emails, who is that?
I'm Brandon.
Okay, you're talking about the action section that we get when you do approve or reject. You can absolutely do that. In workflows, we do support push notifications. You can utilize that. And also action section that we have comes with execute code, where you can put up your own PL SQL, that is also supported. And second question would be, whenever respective SPOC approves, can notification be sent to mobile app? Push notifications you can leverage, email you can leverage. Send email activity, we have send email as well. Can we attach files on the workflow stages? It's not like directly out of the box feature, but you can, at the end of the day, you'll be storing in a blob column. You can put the files as well, but it's not out of the box, you need to customize it.
I think that's it. So I'll move on to the next question. Do we have Apex marketplace or stores available with unique applications developed before start developing any application?
We don't have a separate marketplace available for the Apex applications, but you can go and check out some applications from a third party or our developer community like buildwithapex.com or as apex.world you can leverage. Built with Apex has a lot of applications that you have. If you want to refer those applications, you can go and refer them as well. No marketplace.
I'm sorry. If your question is that you want to have a head start, I think there are sample applications available which covers a lot variety of modules. If you're going to run a business, so that's something you can use as well.
Productivity.
Is that okay? Perfect. Okay, I'll move on to the next question from Ash Levy. With Oracle APEX enabling PWA development, what best practice should be followed to package an APEX-based PWA as a trust web activity for development and deployment on the Google Play Store? How does Oracle APEX handle service workers update? Okay, that tells that I have not done a good job in explaining PWA. I would be more happy to. It's all about. So there are a lot of best practices to be followed. Connect back with me, Ashley. If you're here, I will be able to help you out with that. That's a pretty long exercise. I'll move on to the next question in the interest of time. VBCS or Apex? Which one is the best practice for any customized approach from Fusion perspective?
Okay, from Fusion perspective, the first thing is investment, skill sets, I would say. If you're a Java, JavaScript, and if you're that side of the world, yes, VB is the best. Okay. If you're a database guy, if your investment is an SQL, Apex is a straightforward approach, right? So either ways work depending upon your investing, and number two is a licensing model, right? Apex, again repeatedly saying Apex is available at no additional cost, right? Well, VB is at cost, but at the same time you have the benefits of extensions. Then the third one, what is going to be something? That's pretty much it's just the approach investment. That's it, you can say. Yeah, AI. Thanks for reminding. AI. We have seen in the morning about the extensibility with AI. So which is available only to Apex. Okay. And yeah, I think that's pretty much. We will be covering with some differentiations. This is a good point. This is a good question. We are right now working on a white paper where we'll be able to talk only from fusion perspective, VB versus Apex. We'll answer that in a few weeks.
Looking for that. Thank you, Chaitanya and Rupesh. Okay, I'll move on to the next question from same person, Bhavya Ram Vijay. Does the ask documentation support image type analysis for summarizing the content?
Yes, image to vector is possible. The same util to embedding function is there, right? You need to add one more extra parameter called modality. So it supports currently only images. So you can read the Oracle documentation to understand that. But image to vector is possible, right? Yeah. Hope I answered your question.
Thank you, Raja. Okay, I'll move on with the next question from Gokula Krishna. This question is for Hari. My organization is using Oracle 10G forms, 200 plus screens. Is it possible to modernize at a single shot from old forms to the latest APEX 24.2 with the new features? Thanks for reading the question.
Yeah, I mean, the question is it possible?
Is it possible in a
Yes.
single shot?
Yes, actually, yeah, we have an development, accelerator as well. So, Forms to Apex migration tool. By using that, yeah, we can do that. But, after that, manual intervention would be required to take it to the production. But this is possible.
Thank you. I'll move on to the next question. Jalaluddin Bahruddin. I am Apex certified. How will this help an experienced professional to switch career to Oracle Apex? I mean opportunities, as will be a fresher to Apex.
Okay, is that all easy questions comes to me?
So you have to reply in.
Okay, spot on questions to me. Okay, I'll reply in one shot. Actually, I skipped that slide, certification. How does that enhance you? If you are a working professional, well, what is the goal here? We are not here to transform all the existing skill sets and move them to Apex. How you can leverage both hand in hand. If you are a JavaScript guy, for example, how can you best use your JavaScript skills plus your Apex and SQL PLSQL? Apex is extensible, right? So still, Bala was talking about PWA, service worker customization, which is full-fledged JavaScript code, right? So if I do that a lot, so obviously, if you're that side of the world, definitely Apex is a good start for you. Certification, it improves you to be, I see today so many people are reaching out to me. I'm a certified developer, and some say that I already got jobs already lined up, and some say that I'm looking out, how do I reach out? Apex runs with the community. So it's not just getting certified, putting it in social media, right? Talking about yourself, what your skill sets are, and how can you help this world, right? How can you help solve business problems? Certification will improve your job prospects, enhance your skills to be AI-powered enterprise application development specialist. Harihar was talking about forms modernization, right? So forms to Apex is a straightforward integration. So if you know SQL, PLSQL, that's not enough. If you know Apex, you'll be a good candidate for forms migration projects, right? So similarly, e-business suite integration, which Richard was talking about, fusion integration that Rupesh was talking about, right? So all these things will fetch you jobs, and certification is pushing the boundaries more. So get certified, show up in the community, be part of Instagram, WhatsApp and Telegram channel, and then you will see it. Okay, that much I can say.
We are on Instagram.
Yeah, you guys are on Instagram also, I see that. Right.
Alright, I'll move on with the
If
next
they
question.
they came to you for asking jobs,
Thankfully not. I don't have
no,
jobs.
then you can redirect them to us.
I don't have jobs, but I have so many contacts that I can let you know. If you are looking for any openings, we have Richard, Bala, and our own Oracle teams who are looking for Harihara. No, I'm sorry, I don't want to take his name, but yeah, don't want to put on spot. Yeah. So Oracle as well. Oracle has got a lot of Apex developer roles open. So just go to Oracle website, Telio website, and please apply that. Okay.
Alright, I'll move on to the next question. Please share the documentation for Oracle APEX ATP for creating websites. There are a lot of, who's the person who wrote Adrian, right? Adrian wrote a blog on, so just search Oracle ATP, APEX website, Adrian. There's a series of blog posts written 2019. Because I referred it to kind of do the innov.org. So, absolutely you can use it. And now it is even more simpler.
We do have a blog from our teammate Taufik about how to provision Apex on ATP. You can just go and check that out. Once that is done, we also have a blog like how to configure vanity or some other things. Those two will help you. Just Google like how to provision Apex on Autonomous.
Just Google it. All right, I'll move on to the next one. So this is from Jay Mohan. When reading PDFs using vector search, the vector store table stores documents across multiple records. This caused the table size to grow significantly. What are the storage considerations for this?
So from my understanding, I can answer this question. See, instead of uploading the complete PDF file, so maybe like you can upload the portion what you need exactly needed. So that is the first thing. And then second thing is the same question we asked during the data and AI drive conference at Dubai. They said that currently it is not supporting to extract the file from the object storage, if my understanding is right. We need to load it to the database. So maybe they may release soon to read the file from the object storage. Yeah.
And one more thing, with Oracle Cloud, we have another feature called generative agents, which is called RAG agents. If you configure that, you don't need to, that will directly talk to your PDFs in your object storage, and it will create a chatbot for you automatically. So that you can leverage, but if you're splitting in multiple rows or in the same row, the size remains the same at the end of the day. That is also something.
Your use cases are welcome for RAG agents.
Yeah, your use cases are welcome. If you have anything, you can share it with us and we can check it out. The question is from Jay Mohan. Thank you.
Okay, I'll move on to the next question. Question about PWA. PWA supports offline functionalities and offline data is stored in IndexedDB. What are the security considerations regarding this? Okay. When you store your data in the IndexedDB, it is your choice, which means that you are defining it what form of your page has to be stored and how it has to be stored. Again, you have a lot of security considerations there. First of all, it is on your device, it's not on somebody's device. Again, it is offline, which means that you already have it. Second thing is you can make the cache, you can make the INTP with time-bound conditions, so it is not being cached throughout. So there are some practices available. Again, it's a little gray area at this point in time from the security standpoint. Reach out to us. If your question is related to specifically around security consideration, let's say for example, with respect to a security from, let's say from a standard perspective, reach out to us. I can help you on that later. I'll move on to the next question. How to join ACE program? I think Rachel, you have to come in here. How to join an ACE program as a member in community? Can you provide certificate in free to learn? How to join APEX? I think the panel has ACE program. Sorry.
Okay, first create a blog channel for you. You start blogging first, or a YouTube channel. You start doing that. So you don't have to immediately come to Oracle ACE program. First 3 months you do that alone. Then you can open the Oracle ACE. There is a ace.oracle.com site. There are a list of things. What are the things you can improve? First, you can also go through that website and you can fill that application. Then it will be processed. Okay. So without taking any action, don't expect. The first step is start sharing. Sharing gives happiness. Start sharing. If you want to share dollars and pounds, you can share it. Yes. To me.
Just to add one point to Richard's thing, ace.oracle.com is an APEX application. You can explore that again.
Okay, just to add again. So ACE program is all about what you give back to the community. So the simplest thing how you can give back to the community is what you learned, and that is the blog which Richard said. You can join Inov for that. We have the platform by which also you can showcase that in your ACEs. And likewise, there are other user groups as well. So basically, ACE program is all about what you give back to the community. So if you have the attitude to share your learned stuff, share your experience, I think that's how you get ACE. We'll move on to the next question. So next question is around Fusion. Okay, that's from Mr. Pathasarathi. Fusion integration, can we call Fusion API from Apex and execute it and feedback to the user?
If you're talking about posting data with the help of REST API, that is absolutely possible. You can also create your Fusion processes directly from Apex. Like you can configure your REST API doing post, call, or put. Click on a button and you can start executing process or posting data. You can do all those things.
All right. I'll move on to the next question. The question is around in workflow, can we connect with users from tables instead of users created in Apex? Means should it be Apex user or it can be users from table using custom authentication can be mapped to workflow? The answer is yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright. I think that was the shortest one I would say. I'll move on to the
No,
next
you want
one.
me to elaborate? I can elaborate that.
No, I think the question was, can it be? I think the answer is yes.
Yes, using a SQL query, write it and dynamically take the value from the table.
See, at the end of the day, for workflows, we don't bother the authentication. The username should match with the actions SQL and participants that you provide. It should match with that. That's it. Whoever logs in, how logs in, that doesn't matter. The user logged in using SS also, if it's coming like rupesh.togla@xyz.com, it should match with the workflow configurations we did in the backend. That's it.
Thank you. I'll move on to the next question. OCI AI services is free to use within Apex or it comes with additional cost?
Just like in AI services, it doesn't come for free, right? It's all token based, as you know, right? Any AI service. So we only give the interface for you. The model for Apex is, I shouldn't be using the word a model. The methodology for Apex is bring your own AI provider. Whether it is OCI, GenAI, OpenAI, Cohere, you can bring them in. We provide the interface, but you need to pay for the AI service just like any other. It's universal everywhere. And you can also have your own custom LLM again. Olama. Yeah.
Okay, again the question is from, I'll move on to the next one. You have any more? You want to answer? The same question? Okay, so I'll move on to the next question. That's document print requires additional services like AOP or its native services of Apex 24.2.
If you're talking about document generator function, that is not a native feature of Apex. It is a native feature of Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, comes under developer services and functions. It's very limited cost, it's not like too much costly. But what we did with Apex 24.1 and 24.2, you can integrate that without writing much code. You don't need to write anything. There are some steps like credential provision or other things. And if you're using Apex, that become even easier. Stay tuned for updates. But yeah, it's a separate service. You need to configure that and call it using your page process or dynamic action or PL/SQL API.
Okay, I will quickly, I'll develop my questions fast because we are running out of time. Does Apex PWA support mobile gesture features like tap, swipe, long press, etc.? The short answer is yes. It's the way how you define your event actions. With JavaScript, yes, you can do that. I'll move on to the next one. Is it possible to import data from Excel CSV file to interactive grid? Can I answer the question? The answer is yes. You can import the data, and after importing the data to a table, you can definitely show it through interactive grid. That's the classic regular way. But if you're asking from the interactive grid just with an Excel import, I don't think so. Right. I'll move on to the next one. Need to know about version control. Once the working application, we are changing any. So the previous state we need to go. How can we do that? They are talking about the version control.
Working copy.
But actually, it looks like more on the backups. Yeah, they want to go back to the
Previous one.
Yeah.
Every time you're trying to merge your working copy to the main, there is an option called do you want to back up this application before merging or before deleting. That will be selected by default. You can just utilize that and restore your application. If you're talking only about working copies.
I see it in a different way. If you guys are talking like, for example, today I did some changes and tomorrow there's some change you did and you want to go back to the previous one, I'm sure like people know that there's something called flashback where you can go back on time on your Apex application. That is one feature which you can use it so that you can take your copy as of yesterday. That is also available. I'll move on to the next question. What's minimum Apex version required to enable PWA? Well, that was my question as well. 24.2. Sorry, 24.2. And then when we are expecting email approval in task workflow, else do we have any other option to make it happen in the current release as well? When we are expecting email approval.
Okay, this is actually a feature but not a feature. We will not be, it is in the roadmap, so we will, at the moment we don't have any plans to make it as part of the build.
but we are working on some collateral, like we are working on a blog post, we are coming up with a working example. So most likely by end of this month, we should be able to publish that.
Thank you, Chaitanya. So I'll move on to the next question. Again, my question is regarding PWA. Does the version control take part in PWA with Apex? I mean, to answer this, you guys want to take any of the questions?
You should not accept the question. Apex is in small letters.
Okay, so Vijay P, you should correct that. It's capital APEX, and so let me take the question. So the question is, is there a version control with PWA and Apex? See, there is nothing like a PWA separately from Apex. With Apex, you have the option of PWA. Having said that, version control is, like I said in the previous question, yes, you can go back on time for any changes. If you have done any changes on your JavaScript, no, there is no version control. But if there is any configurations which are done on the Apex application, yes, you can go back on time. Moving with the next question, I'm sorry, I'm really going fast. We are having Apex workflow. Then why do we need process controls? Process clouds and PCS?
Yeah, I think this is very repetitive questions. In these days, like whenever we have Apex applications, yeah. So even like it could be Fusion extension or any custom applications. The moment when the customer is going for Apex, we can use workflows in Apex itself. Yeah.
All right. Again from Vijay, and again all the functionalities moving to Oracle Apex. Then what is the future of Oracle DBCS? Chaitanya?
You put me on spot always, Bala. Both VB and Apex are Oracle products, so both will continue to remain. Both have their own functionality and use cases. So VB will continue to improve. We are continuing the development with VB. Support will continue. Everything will be as is. There is no change going to happen. And Apex will continue to venture into new areas. I know where the question is coming from. Because of Fusion extensions, you might be wondering that why Apex is doing it when VB is capable. We already answered that question. So, two different products, right? It's two kids for a parent, so it will continue to grow.
Adding to that, Apex will be there continuing in the Cloud World keynote speech.
Thank you, Richard.
Subject to conditions, if we can do more, get more numbers, evangelize more, one attendee here can bring in 4 attendees next time, right? And then spread the word, spread the message, get more Apex certified developers, bring in more partners. You are talking about entrepreneurs, so make more entrepreneurs with Apex. And more academy events, more educational institutions growing up and making Apex part of the curriculum. So the fusion, the visibility or the vision that I have is, he was talking about being a small pie with a big vision. Now my vision was like this. I did by heart Balaguru Sami years ago. Okay, who knows? Let Us See book. Okay, probably you guys are more of my age. I want to put it on book. The Let Us See was big, right? So my vision when I took up Apex is to see that Apex is like C, C++, and Java in universities. So with that, Apex is going to flourish more and more. Thanks, Richard.
Thank you, sir. I'll move on next question to Mr. Hari. Do we have any automated solution to migrate Oracle?
Yeah, we have a development accelerator which will save up to 45% of your development efforts.
Can we get the development accelerator?
It's Oracle. Yeah.
All right. I'll move on. The answer is yes, and you can reach out to Hari after this meeting. How much ULS practice quiz can help us complete Oracle APEX certification? How much ULS
practice
quiz?
Okay, I can help you with that. 3 tips I can give you. The certification is made dead easy. Okay, how and why? Why? Because we need more numbers and more certified developers. It doesn't mean that it is just like a cakewalk. First tip is go through the training line by line. Line by line means line by line. Every slide, end to end. Okay, all the modules. Number 2, the second tip is go through the live labs. right? We ensured that some of the concepts, not just the concepts, but some of the best practices are covered from the live labs. Go through the live labs. And third tip is go through the hands-on labs on apex.oracle.com/HOLs. This should cover most of the time. And we also have a not the skill check. The skill check is not a replica or a duplicate of the certification, but most importantly, you should go through the practice questions we have. So we have a 22 minutes practice video is there, so go through that. We haven't updated that yet, so that's on my to-do list. We will do that probably end of this month. Okay. And if you need more tips on getting certified, reach out to me directly.
Adding to that, Oracle has published a step-by-step clear things to get the certification. But I request everyone to understand and then do it. When you come for the interview, just don't say I'm certified. Okay? Each and every step, please understand what it is, why we are doing it, and then do it. Just for certification, don't go through that. Please. Thanks.
Hands-on is very important. Try to build apps. Try to build community apps. If for those of you who are not having a chance of hands-on for in an organization, build community apps. I still remember Bala was quoting about his water management app in his community years ago. Did some IoT integration and stuff like that. So try to get inspiration from stalwarts like these people and build apps for your community. Maybe for temples, maybe for churches, maybe for mosques, or maybe for Chennai Metro, whatever it is. Once you do that, you will get that command. So hands-on is very important to get certified.
And one request from me now, no dumps. Please don't follow dumps.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of them ask for dump. I wouldn't say rather asking for dump, ask for the training material. That will really get you the course. You will understand the product and you can excel that. Thank you. I'll move on to the next question. So Redwood light theme is available at 20. Is available. What is the possibility of Redwood theme? I mean, Oracle APEX have light. When will we have the full version of it?
It's in the roadmap, so upcoming releases. It's a multi-release feature actually. So
Which version?
that's what slowly one by one. Okay. This year we are going to come up with 25 ones. So slowly one by one we will release.
So he has not
You can
answered
complete the road this year itself.
Yeah, I mean these guys are very intelligent. So you can't put me on spot. So it will be multi-release feature.
So I will mark this as unanswered.
As long as nobody is recording this.
Alright, I'll move on to the next one. Is that anything on the Redwood line? Okay. How to choose identity AI model while doing the AI configuration?
How to choose or identify a model depends on your organization. We always prefer go with OCA GenAI service. There are a lot of models available inside that. So that's the first preference, but it depends on your organization, you can choose it.
Thank you. And I'll move on to the next one. So do we need to leverage Oracle APEX Office Print for efficient printing, or do we have any similar functionality or planning to bring similar soon?
I think Sanana covered about extensions to document generator function. We do have a feature available in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure called OCI document generator function. You can leverage that. It supports your docs and XLS templates and will provide the output as PDF docs and obviously your Excel sheets. Multiple sheets are supported in the same sheet.
I would like to add one small addition to this is there might be some use cases, especially I see some manufacturing concerns here. If you are having use cases like bulk printing of PDFs or invoices, then OCI DocGen is the right approach. Okay, AOP, I don't think so it has got that capability of bulk invoices in one go, because every time you need to upload and it has to talk to the engine, which will reduce the efficiency. Okay, so DocGen is number one, and AOP has its own use cases also, especially with custom templates and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, PPTs and stuff. Yeah.
Alright, I'll move to the next question. I think that's more a very generic question.
Last.
Yeah. How does RAG mitigate, hallucinate in LLMs, and what are its limitations?
How does RAG mitigate hallucination? See, the main concept of doing RAG is to do your prompt engineering, right? You want to train your AI service on top of the data that you have. You're going to retrieve the data from your database. You're going to augment the data, retrieve data with the use of prompt. And finally, once those things are generated, you're going to generate it. So there is no space for hallucination. And yeah, you can control it if you're using AI configurations and RAG sources. There is a system prompt available. There you clearly mention if the requested question cannot be answered using the provided data, you can answer it saying like respond back with saying information not found. You need to do your system prompts. You need to do your prompt engineering. Based on that, you can reduce hallucinations.
In addition to that, yeah, if you have last set of tables, adding table metadata like comments for your tables, comments for your columns will help you really a lot in these kind of cases. Reduce the hallucination.
All right, I'll move on to the next question. This question is from Sendamer. How to connect other databases without using APIs and ETL? Actually, my Oracle DB is running in Linux server and connecting Apex by REST data sources, which is in Amazon EC2. Now we have to fetch data from Snowflake database to Oracle database and use the data in Apex. We are trying ODBC connectors and we are unable to connect. Please give some instructions on the same or inner ways to do it. We also tried to connect Postgres database to Oracle database. We left out with no options. This is becoming a challenge across the board to connect other databases to Oracle other than REST API.
Okay, the first recommended approach is REST API. You don't want to do that. That's fine. But this second approach that we suggest, Oracle database supports heterogeneous connections in the form of database links. You can create a database link from your Oracle database to your external database. There is a detailed blog post from one of our colleagues, you can go and check that out. It talks about talking to MySQL, MS SQL, PostgreSQL, etc. Create a database link, and then once that is created, you can write your SQL queries while creating your reports or forms or workflows, whatever it is.
All right, that sounds good. I mean, looks like there are options available. Okay, last two questions. This question is for me. It is a little tough to understand the concept like these in PWA. Offline capabilities app manifest in these kind of short presentation, which sounds like new to me. Is there any? Thank you. So what I will take this as a takeaway. I will make sure that I will put a blog post. Please, if you can connect me on the LinkedIn, I will post it. Either me or one from my team member will do it. I'll move on to the next one. How can schedule HCM extract or OIC integration and process them in Apex? That's the last question.
Okay, I'm not an expert in OIC, but with Apex, what you can do once you do a get call or post call or whatever it is, once your REST API is configured properly, we have an option called REST synchronization. Basically, you can get the API, synchronize at your local database table. You can schedule the time like every 2 minutes or every 1 hour, every 2 hours or once in a week. You can schedule based on your requirements. You can schedule that. It will typically get the data from your REST API, store it, synchronize to your local database table as per your schedule. And the feed that you are getting, if you don't want to synchronize, the feed that you are getting every time you access a report, that is live feed. Right? It's not like some time ago, it's a live feed. Every time you open a page created with the help of REST API, you'll get the latest data that you can see. But REST synchronization is the option that you're looking for in Apex.
Santosh has written a blog post on.
Yeah, there's a blog post from Chaitanya on REST synchronization with Oracle Apex. Please go and check that out. It's also covered in our hands-on labs, most of the hands-on labs.
That is again.
Right. As the speakers on the stage, we want to honor them and okay, so whole day they have contributed their best and it's not an end, they are going to continue learning more and more. So this is a time to honor them. Yeah. So, so when we read out the names, please give your best. Okay. So I love Apex. Yeah, or down. Okay, I love. Yes. Right. Okay. So I request Mr. Natarajan to come on the stage, please. Mr. Natarajan is one of our co-founder of INAG. He's very silent on the back. Let's give a big round of applause. So he's also a director and he's into the Oracle APEX technology. Okay, but he's very silent, but he's a very big supporter. Only we are on the front end, but he's the backbone of INAG actually. So I request Natarajan to give the script for the keynote speaker, Ms. Padma Priyadarshini, please. Yeah, Natarajan, please. Come here. So let's give a big clap for. Thank you, Padma. Yeah, you can stay and continue. Mr. Chaitanya, let's give a big clap for Chaitanya. So he is a great igniter who sparked to create this big user group. So not only product, a user group, community, building a community also he has played a vital role. So thanks a lot, Chaitanya. And Mr. Rupesh. So we call him as a Dr. Rupesh, Dr. Apex. So many of the hands-on lab he has been delivering for the whole world actually. Sahana Manawala. Yes. Let's give a big clap. So you can reach her also and ask your questions. But you need to know Hindi to ask questions to her. Okay? Okay. She's a pure Tamilian. Okay. Let's give a big clap. She's from Coimbatore. So if anyone wants to clarify any Apex doubt, reach out to Sahana. Okay. Thanks, Natarajan sir, but you can be here. I request Bala to come forward. And okay, I request Anuradha to come forward and get this wonderful gift. Oracle Academy is really playing a great role, as Chaitanya said. We are going to get more engineers and more from Tamil Nadu. Right? Let's give a big clap. Come on, guys. And one more big manager who supports Oracle Academy, Mr. Bharadwaj Ashokan. He also knows Tamil very well, so one of the reasons Tamil Nadu is growing, he is also playing a vital role in developing the next generation. Thank you, Bharat. Okay. And I request Rupesh to come forward to give. Okay, so Miss Mallika Mishra, let's give a big clap to Mallika Mishra. She has come all the way from Gurgaon and she is part of the central administrative team of Oracle APEX. So she has been coordinating for all the regions. We are able to run successfully in all the cities sitting here. So thanks a lot, Mallika. And Rupesh, where are you? Yeah, one more great leader, Mr. Harsha, I request to come forward and get the gift. He is also part of this administrative team. You may be seeing a lot of posts. He has come all the way from Bangalore to attend this session. And so many of the posts, social media posts across all regions, it's all centralized, channelized, and thanks a lot, Harsha, for the wonderful job. Thanks, Rupesh. Yeah, I request Padma to come forward and give some gifts for the speakers. Okay, Mr. Parthiban Ganesan. Yeah, let's give a big clap for their partners as well. They will be the first partners. Whenever I say on event, immediately Pressa comes first. So thanks a lot, Parthiban. Yeah. I request Karkuvel Raja to come forward and receive the gift. So he is a great man, he is a passionate Apex developer. He loves to travel and deliver all content. He is developing a great Apex developing community. I request Harihara to collect the gift. So one of the great Apex manager and GSC team supporting our enough community and the partners. Thanks a lot, Hari and Suchit and all his team. I request Saravanan also to collect this wonderful gift. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and keep sharing, Saravanan. Let's give a big clap now.